Now, I would have thought that for the first few years of freedom, a great many still relished the symbols of the old regime. I can recall being brought to the horse show, for instance, in 1926 and 1927. I can recall very vividly indeed the crowd singing God Save the King when the British team appeared, the crowd remaining silent when the Irish team appeared.
The fundamental, I think, belief of the Unionists, going back well into the 19th century, was that the British Isles, Scotland, Wales, England and Ireland, formed a cultural unity which should also be a political unity. The two went together. The unified British Isles was the centre, the very active centre of a great empire. And therefore the Unionists was both able to take part in the joint life of the four nations that made up the British Isles and was able to play his part in the imperial sphere. One resolute ex-Unionist lady who firmly wouldn't use the name Dunleary when she was going home in the afternoon. She would get onto a tram and ask firmly for Kingstown. The conductor would say, "Sorry, madam, not on our route." Oh, she said, "I made a mistake." She'd get off and get on the next tram, and the result, without sacrificing her principles, she travelled back without paying a penny. What struck me coming from the north, and I was reminded of these changes by people I talked to in Dublin, the pillowboxes were now green. I think it was then impossible for the person who wanted to use a red pillowbox to find one.
The first thing that the post office did was to paint the post boxes green. Even today you can see still a lot of the old English Victorian post boxes.
Painted green. Some people say, of course, that's all we ever did in Ireland, but we did more than that. I think we should look at this early English series of stamps which were just stamped over with Sairstad Éireann. When did we get our own definitive series then from the new Free State of the Irish stamp?
Straight away, February 1923, this particular stamp here, which is a 1 penny stamp.
Beautiful design.
A beautiful stamp. It's a full Ireland.
Yeah, there's no partition in that.
No partition.
Yeah.
So.
And is the 4 provinces from that time as well?
In 1923, they came out with almost 10 separate stamps.
Yeah. This is a kind of Free State, if you like, iconography. And then when Fianna Fáil come in the early 30s, and with the new constitution of De Valera in 1937, you get a more Celtic, slightly more idealistic, artistic kind of a stamp, which I think sum up De Valera very much.
No, the constitution stamp is definitely more defined.
Yeah.
It's bringing in the fact with the harp.
Yeah.
And with the law and the 4 provinces once again.
Yeah.
A new Ireland, a new state.
The tricolour flew. The police and the army were using new uniforms. And all this, to me, a northerner, was rather foreign, and to the older generation of the ex-Unionist world was startling.